What if the very technology meant to save the planet ends up trapping us in pollution? Asia's new carbon capture and storage, or CCS revolution, is making headlines. But a new global report warns this climate fix could actually add 25 billion tons of emission by 2050. Wait, how can carbon capture cause more carbon? Let's decode this. CCS is the process of capturing carbon dioxide from industries and storing it underground, like putting pollution in a vault. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. 9 Asian countries, including India, China, Japan, Indonesia, and South Korea, are now investing billions to expand the CCS. What's the problem? Most projects are tied to coal, oil, and gas plants, not renewables. So instead of cutting emissions, they risk prolonging fossil fuel dependence. The report by Climate Analytics warns if Asia follows this path, it could derail the Paris climate goal of 1.5 degrees Celsius. Why? Because CCS doesn't address methane leaks, energy consumption, or land degradation caused by pipelines and storage wells. For example, Japan plans to store carbon dioxide under the seabed, while India's pilot projects in Gujarat and Odisha focus on oil recovery, meaning more drilling, not less. From a geography lens, this is a story of energy transition versus energy trap. Asia, home to 60% of the world's population and half of global emissions, stands at crossroads. Will it invest in renewables and just transition, or lock itself into carbon capture dependency? Because remember, CCS isn't zero carbon, it's delayed carbon. For UPSC, this links to GS Paper 1 Geography, Energy Resources and GS Paper 3 Environment and Climate Change. You should know CCS equates to mitigation tool, not a substitute for renewables. And Asia's decision today will decide if the world warms by 1.5 or 2 degrees centigrades. So tell me, is carbon capture Asia's climate hero or just a high tech illusion?